Hello there, welcome to some more Betrayal at Krondor. I have been playing this game for 2.5 bloody hours so far today, trying to get further than where I was at the end of the last session. Let me show you what I've been doing, or where I've been going, or trying to go. I spent the first session over an hour just getting to Harlech. You can't go more than 2 meters without being attacked up here. And the combat, there's 5 or 6 onto 2, and of course Owen, you can't sneak up on them because Owen just stumbles all the time, and also some of them it just comes out of nowhere and you can't see them before before you come across them. So they always get the first move and they go for Owen, and then he can't cast any magic, which leaves Gareth as the only one to fight against 6. It's not exactly fair. But I did manage to make my way through to there eventually, down to Harlech, and the place is absolutely bloody crawling with Moradel, and you can't get past it. Wait, I think you can get past it, but by that time I was so fed up, I thought I'd probably just come the wrong way. So I reloaded at Sargoth again, and then I went this way to see what would happen, and loads more combat, and just got my ass kicked basically again. So I've got fed up of that, and I have got some walkthroughs that I looked at, but they weren't very specific. So I did another searching and I found a much better one, which does actually tell you a lot of things about this chapter that I didn't know, and would have saved me a lot of time. Oh dear. So I was getting so fed up with this game, but I am going to beat this bit. I'm so going to do this. No way am I letting this game beat me. So I'm following this walkthrough for this section of the game to the letter, because it apparently is possible to not do what it says, but you're just making life difficult for yourself without any reason if you don't. So let's get started, shall we? There we are, we're back at Sargoth. We've just come out, and the first thing we're going to do, if I can get back onto the main screen, that would help. I'm going to turn back round and go back into Sargoth. Yes, hello, we're going in for supplies. We're going back specifically to buy something which I sold in the last video, and I shouldn't have sold it. Shop. Scavengers meat. Want to buy and sell. I could buy some more herbal packs and restoratives, or I could just cheat. And to be honest, I'm so fed up. I'm just going to cheat my way back to full health. Because I'm 2.5 hours of getting nowhere. It's just destroyed me today. So anyway, what am I doing? I'm looking to buy. There we go. Emeralds, 34%. We only need 1 emerald for what I'm intending to do. Yeah, and I'm sure I sold them to you for a lot less than that at the end of the last video. Why do I need emeralds, you're thinking? Well, let me get out of Sargoth. We found something, we found a note in Sargoth at the end of the last video, which I'd completely forgotten about when I came back to do this. So, I think Owen's carrying it. This note. The use of the stones is ancient, dating since the time of the original Momandamus. It would appear, however, that a crystal, preferably an emerald, is required in conjunction with Nalar's rib to properly invoke the Lord of the Void. Yeah, we're going to go looking for Nalar's rib. Where can we find it? Well, that's a very good question. I'm actually going to save it now because I don't want to have to go through back into town again. And saving it every 30 seconds is essential. This is my previous game. I'm going to overwrite it because I wasn't getting anywhere. Really. How people managed with this damn game before the internet, I have no idea. They were not alone. It's alright, we're not being attacked. We've actually got this Lily Allen talking to us. As you can see, she's dressed very inappropriately for the weather. It's cold and snowy, and she's there with barely a stitch on, and for somebody of her advanced age, she doesn't look very young, does she? She's got to be careful. You know, hypothermia is common among the elderly, and you know, really needs to take more care. I was beginning to believe Delican had slain you. He will be infuriated that you escaped. You sounded imminently pleased at that prospect. Why this charade, Lily Allen? You can't believe in Delican's activities any more than I, and yet you support his cause. I've read this once already, in my previous run-through. Oh God. You command a respectable tribe and have almost as much power. Almost? Do you forget who engineered your escape from Sarsargoth all those months ago? Who do you think directed Delican's rats into the snow plains while Okar's family scrambled to safety? That was my doing. If not for my help, the Six would surely have crushed your tribes from the Green Heart. Were you responsible for... No, I had nothing to do with your escape this time. Whatever you may have done, you have achieved on your own. Somebody let us out. Somebody cast the spells, and it wasn't you, Mrs., was it? Your first escape served my purposes, but your continued survival is as nothing to me. It neither threatens nor advances my cause. Then you will help me again. I will consider my efforts an investment against the future of the Northlands, Gorath. They will gain me little now, but perhaps at a later day your help may be useful. I will alert my spies to whatever your needs may be. To be honest, I don't believe you will achieve much beyond your own survival, but even that may prove to be my boon. Nalar's Rib. Let's ask her about that. There have been few occasions I have had to visit Nalar's Rib. I forget its location. It lies south of here as the crow flies, a few minutes from the front gates of Sarsargoth. I have not been there in a long while. Thank you for telling us that, so we need to go south-ish. Delican, you consort with a monster, Lee Allen. Tell us the way and we shall murder him in his sleep. Well, that's a bit monstrous as well. It's pot calling kettle black there, Gorath. Do you know what? I was thinking earlier. Whatever happened to these actors? After they'd gone home at the end of the day of posing in silly costumes and stupid beards, what have they done with the rest of their lives? I must have a look, try and find out. I'm sure they've gone on to, you know, be successful actors. Have the hell. Right. Anyway, you consort with a monster, Ellen. I could do a better job of this. I mean, look, you know, to be honest, you know, you couldn't even act your way into animating your legs in combat, could you? You can't do that, Gorath. Don't stare at me like that. It's your only expression. And it's a particularly bad one. Show us the secret passage, and we shall drink his blood and buy the Morrill out of their pact of blood. And what should become of us? Morolf, I think that's how he pronounced that, will then step into his father's place and use our treachery to light the fires under our pursuers. Delican must fight this battle, and our kin die with him on foreign soil for futile cause. Only then will the other clans who wait to join him know that we cannot unify under a banner of death. This failure taught them no lesson after Mamandamus betrayed us in the field, and they shall come to no new conclusion. We want the same things, Gorath, though I intend to claim what you fear. I will take the throne of the nations of the north when Delican has fallen to Kingdom Blades. I will lead. Not unless you get some warmer clothes on, Mrs. You'll be dead before then. I don't know whether I should laugh or weep at that suggestion, Lee Allen, but I favour you over his bastard Get Morolf. Freedom. Again, I must seek help in the kingdom. Prince Arutha's army must be there to meet Delican. It may prove more difficult than you imagine. Delican has called for Narab's head. Narab? But what? We want his rib. Why should that be? If not for Narab, I would still be loose in the kingdom. I want just coffee. I do not know what fires burn in his mind, but they smoke like madness to me. Narab has called on his clan to surround us, though they can be little threat to us here. The Six will crush them hopelessly, but they can restrict us for a time. The more that Narab plays the fool, the more time it will gain us, though I wish he were doing it elsewhere. Is there no way past his clan? None unless you may know how to bring down the dark god's wrath from Nalar's Rib. Yeah, I've got a theory about that, Mrs. Yeah. I can't imagine a way until the Six arrive. Yeah, so, basically what's happening... But yeah, we can do something to Nalar's Rib, or at Nalar's Rib, which will make it a lot easier to get around without fighting all the bloody time, because to be honest, I am fed up of it. For what goal does Delican do this? There can be nothing gained by attacking a single castle on the frontier of the kingdom. Yeah, the battle that is going to... Anyway, it tells... We have to do... Well, we don't have to do this, but it's story, it's plot. It tells those who rally to him that Memandamus lives, that he is captive within the kingdom, and that he intends to free him from captivity. None saw him die at Sethanon. Oh. And what advantage is there in that for Delican? Step aside and let Memandamus retake his place on the throne. I would easily believe you the mistress of death, and Delican, one who longs for his ancient master. It would seem then there is one among the Moradel who thinks. I too have wondered at what he wishes to gain, and I may only conclude that he plots to get something from Memandamus in exchange for freeing him. He had great powers, greater even than the 6 who now work for Delican. Perhaps he believes he can learn the secrets of our former leader's powers. The 6? Who are the 6? Whence did Delican's magicians come? They were spoken of in Harlech before first I left the Northlands. Did they advise? And more, they plan great schemes into the night with him, meetings to which even I am no longer privy. They are, I think, privy spent with 2V. Is it? I don't know. They are the ones who recommended the extermination of your tribe. They speak of the lowborn as if their lives are without value. It is as if they live for the complexities of intrigue. Little else seems to matter to them. When they buy their wine, with what coins do they bargain? Rubies! I remember because I've read this once already today. None, they carry only gems, rubies of low quality. They toss them about as if they were as common as seeds. They abide in Sargoth. When they are with Delican, at the moment they have gone south with Morolf to Harlech. I believe they mean to round up others of your tribe who have been reluctant to join Delican's throng. Goodbye, missus, and get some warm clothes on. You'll catch a death of cold, pneumonia, hypothermia. Oh, somebody's waiting to attack us. We do need to go south. Now, I have got a map of where we need to go, but unfortunately it's been reversed north to south. So where it's telling me to go north, I have to go south. So, oh look, it's doing its spinny thing without me doing anything. Right, cancel that. The game's got this habit of doing that. We want to go southwest actually. Let's just follow the road. Actually, let's just save because I do not want to have to read out that bloody all those conversations again. Save game. Save game. Yep, saving there, right, and yeah, there will be combat on the way. We just cannot avoid it. I think we do need to rest. Oh, we can't rest.